Can you see me a cleanest? Clothes on me rocking at the fucking realest. Ching ching. Inna the Louis V best, girl want with his.
Guys, my period is 17 days late. I took a pregnancy test on the 14th, and I took a pregnancy test this morning. Today is the 17th. Yeah, still no period, so we're going to the doctor. Thank you. Yeah. I'm stressed. I'm tired. So we just got back from the yes. Leave me alone. I might not post it, you know me. But this is for what, my headache or something? No, my throat. Right, my throat. I don't know what this is related to. I don't know. Oh, this man wrote a prescription for Panadol. David's Panadol, you know. You want to stop him? He wrote a prescription for fucking Panadol. Am I reading right? Is that not Panadol? It's fucking Panadol. Babe, do not show that. The man wrote me a prescription for Panadol. Sir, I would just take the paracetamol that I have at home. Panadol. This man is crazy. Hello? Then he sent me to go and do an ultrasound. Because I did a pregnancy test with them. It came up negative as well, right? So he sent me to do an ultrasound. So that's what I'm going to do now. Hopefully I can get it back by Thursday, which would be perfect because Thursday I'm not working. So I will be able to pick it up and figure out what's going on. Projections, my period might be soon come. He's saying that, you know, your period cycle changes sometime. I'm used to like probably 3 day early, 2 day late, whatever the case is. But like 17 days is a little bit crazy to me, so I don't know which period cycle takes so long for change, but that is absolutely crazy. Another thing that he said is it might be an ovarian cyst, so the ultrasound now would pick up a lot of more information and make me really figure out what I'm going. So I got the ultrasound. How much him something a cost now? What can really go? So the man write me a prescription for Panadol. I'm not for fighting me. I waste a paper this, you know. So look like I'm not supposed to go in there because I'm like, oh, it looks so. You can repaint the place, man. No, sir. I can't believe that the man really write a prescription for Panadol. What can go? No, sir. So, the ultrasound place I have to drink 4 cups of water. So, let's do that. So, right now I'm eating like this. To take off my clothes and I did this robe. So waiting to see. Now we're at IP Korea picking up some packages, but let me just give you guys an update. So I left the pharmacy. No, I left the ultrasound place and then we went to Price Mart to grab some stuff. I didn't want to record as soon as I left because of just how upset I left that place. And now let me explain why I was fucking upset. So, bitch, let me tell you what happened. So, did the ultrasound, right? So I went in there. There's this nice, really, really nice lady. She gave me, this fucking place is dirty. Look at that. Oh my God, dusty. Anyways, so this lady, she gave me the robe thing, the gown thing that you guys saw me in to put on and change off my clothes. So I you know, took off this and took off my bottoms and I put on the robe and everything, and then she called me in to go into the room so that she could do the ultrasound, and I was very comfortable because I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be a woman. Okay, perfect, great, right? I mean, I wouldn't have been uncomfortable if it was a man either because I've gotten an ultrasound by a man before, so it wouldn't have made me uncomfortable. But obviously there's a more comfortability if it's a woman doing it, obviously, right? Anyways, so she came in there and you know, she was asking me just a couple of questions. Have you ever, like, you know, have you ever missed your period before? I'm like, yeah, probably like a 2 day early, or it come 2 day late or 3 day late, but nothing too crazy, nothing too alarming, right? But this is the first time it's a case where it's been 17 or 18 days now since I've seen my period. So it's very alarming. So she's like, okay, did you do any pregnancy tests? I'm like, yeah, I took 3. I'm actually just coming from the doctor to do getting a pregnancy test done, and he said that I'm not pregnant, so nothing there, but he would advise for me to get an ultrasound just to see what's going on, right? I'm like, okay. So she's like, okay, cool. So we're in the room now. She have on her gloves and everything. She had told me to open the robe. I laid on the bed, I opened the robe, and she had gotten a towel to prep me. So she put the towel there to hide my private area and push it down, put my underwear down just a little bit. Again, I was not uncomfortable at all. Very comfortable with this lady, right? Cool. So she took up the thing now, the gel thing to squeeze on me, and then this man come in at the room, right? This is a doctor, or I don't know, I guess he's a doctor, I don't know. He wasn't in any professional attire. He was just, he was business casual dressing. He came into the room and he's like, oh, no, it's okay, like I'll get her done, I'll take care of her. And she was like, oh no, like I'm basically, like she's literally ready, like why, because I know how to wait for you to get prepped, you understand? So he's like, no, it's okay, like I'll take care of her. Like he insisted on doing it instead of her doing it. And she's like, she was kind of like being hesitant as well, because she's like, bro, like why the fuck you need to do it with my arm, what basically I do right now, like what the fuck? He's like, yeah, you can just go, there's like somebody needing to do he said a B word, I don't know what the B word was, it's like a medical term. And she's like, oh, there's somebody needing to do a B word, whatever. And then he's like, yeah, go assist them or whatever. And then she stepped outside the room, right? Bear in mind, this doctor came in, I don't know if he was on his lunch, because I saw him, glimpsed him when I came into the office. Like I passed him in the hallway or whatever, and no, him just look at me and go about his business, right? Anyways, so he was literally food in him mouth, chewing. Like I don't know what he was eating, but I know if him there on lunch, what the process, what he was doing or whatever, but he's eating food, okay? Food in his mouth. Talking to me with food in his mouth. Don't have on a gloves. I don't know if he washed his hand before entering the room. I do not fucking know, but the fact that you have food in your mouth speaking to me, that's alone is giving very unprofessional, and I just felt uncomfortable, because I'm just like, bro, like you're in at the middle of your lunch, like why are you so persistent on doing this when literally there's somebody here that's not fucking eating talking to me, okay? That's ready to do this. Like why do you want to do it so bad when, bitch, you're fucking eating, you have food that fly out of your fucking mouth to talk to me right now, bro? Anyways, cool. So he asked me the same fucking questions that she asked me, whatever, cool. So he's like, okay, fine. I was already prepped in the essence that the clothes would have been pulled down to where it needed to be. The towel would have already been there already. So I'm gonna see why you need to pull down my clothes further. But he moved my underwear further down, which made me uncomfortable, because again, I have done an ultrasound before and they have never pushed my underwear way down this before. Me not breathe, my panty don't need to go with. Anyways, calm. I felt a little bit uncomfortable. He squeezed the gel there. Then he did probably like 2 passes, like 1, 2, probably like 4 like passes with the thing. And then he's like, I'm not seeing anything. Hold on. At this time, I'm not see the monitor. I'm not seeing what's going on or anything. Typically, when I'm doing an ultrasound, they're literally showing me the monitor to show me, like, here is here, this is your womb, and that's how it's typically done. The monitor is typically shown in a way where both of us are seeing what's going on, and you're explaining to me what you're doing whilst you're, you know what I mean? So he did like about 4 passes, like 1, 2, you know what I mean? But he's like, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. The surface level one doesn't really show up anything that much. So we might need to do a vaginal check. So I'm like, same thing. I was like, a vaginal check. He's like, yeah, because I'm not seeing anything here. Like your womb looks clear. I'm not seeing anything at all. So I was like, I started asking a little bit more questions. I'm like, are you seeing anything on my ovaries or anything like that? He's like, I'm not seeing anything. So I'm going to have to do a vaginal check. Light lock off. Medieval agree, yes or no, The man lock off the light them, darkness. I don't know who has done a vaginal check before and make me know if they light them for lock off, because I don't know. The light them lock off, total darkness to the doll. Can't see not what going in the room. So as soon as he lock off that, he's like, take off your underwear. I said, um, he's like, take off your underwear. I said, I think I'm okay with just a surface level check. Like I do not want a vaginal check. I don't think I need one. He's like, I'm not seeing anything on the surface. The vaginal check is more, you know, precise to see really and truly what's going on. So yeah, like you need to do a vaginal check. So I'm like, yeah, no. I'm okay with the surface one. It's fine. Thank you. Like, no, thank you. Turn on back the light. He turned on back the light, and then he proceeded to squeeze the gel again on my stomach and did another check. This time, he turned the fucking monitor to me. This time, showing me, you know, the look at area them or whatever the case is, like, oh, this is your womb, I'm not seeing anything there. This is your ovaries, I'm not seeing anything there. Like, everything just looks clear to me. Like, I'm not seeing anything that's alarming or whatever the case is. So, you know, it's normal for your period to be late. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I've experienced a period before, but like 17 days is crazy. He's like, that's okay. Like, you know, it's normal, whatever the case is. That's not fucking normal. But whatever. He's like, it's normal, it's okay. Your cycle might be changing or whatever. I'm like, I've been having periods all my fucking life. Of course, my cycle changes, and I know that. But 2 or 3 days, that's it. 17 days, there's something fucking wrong. There's something fucking wrong. The fuck? Anyway, so he's like, yeah, I think you're fine. Like, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. He was like, yeah, I think you're done. Like, you can leave, whatever, right? But in my brain, I'm just like, bitch, if you had checked and did what you were supposed to do to begin with, right? Why when I denied the vaginal check did you need to squeeze again and then do a double check? You don't need to double check because you did your job before. You did your job so well before that you know I needed to do a fucking vaginal check. So why are we searching again after I denied the vaginal? Why are we searching again? Why do we need to search again? If you did your job so well before to tell me that I need a vaginal, I don't need. After I denied the vaginal, it should have been, yeah, you can take your things I need. There's literally nothing wrong with you. Just sit down here and wait for your bumble clap period to come. If you had, I don't know. Maybe I'm freaking the fuck out. Maybe it's just my trauma because I've been through certain situations before that's like triggering this to me. But nothing about this makes no sense, especially because I have done fucking ultrasounds before, bro. So, I don't know about y'all, but you let me know if what I'm explaining to you is weird or what, because bitch, it sounds fishy. It sounds like bitch you was trying to do something and bitch nigga. And I don't even want to imagine it or even bring myself back to places like that, because like I already know, like even if I was supposed to, like, and I'm so proud of myself for like actually speaking up and just being like, yeah, I don't want to do one, because the old me would literally allow it to happen. I would just literally lay there and just allow it to happen, because you're the doctor, you know what you're talking about, and you know I trust you in essence, right? And even if it was supposed to get to a place where he would have been violating me, I don't know if that was his intentions, but that's how it felt. Anyways, my storage ended a while ago, but anyways, so I have to delete some stuff. But like, you guys let me know if I'm tripping or if it's like just my trauma that was just like resurfacing, or like let me know if I'm going crazy or what. But that whole situation just felt very fucking shady and fishy to me. So yeah, but let me know. Anyways, bye besties. I don't know what's going on with me, and I feel like I need to go to another doctor or ultrasound place to get some fucking another opinion, and possibly do a vaginal with that person if I need to. Honestly, in that situation, I feel like what I should have done was say I'm not okay, or I'm okay with a vaginal, but I'm okay if a woman does it. That's what I should have said. Or I should have stood up for myself. Once he had entered that room, I should have said, actually, I know that there's somebody else that needs assistance, but can she actually do what she has to do and then deal with them, because I do not feel comfortable with you doing it. I feel like that's what I should have done. I should have spoken up for myself a bit more. But yeah, like the old me would have literally sat there and allowed that shit to fucking happen, bro. You know? So I'm glad to speak up for myself a little bit, but like I feel like I should have been more assertive, because as soon as that man entered the room, I was immediately uncomfortable. Just how unprofessional he was. Like, how are you eating speaking to me? How are you eating? How are you literally full of flavor and want to talk to me? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Hello. Anyways, guys, let me know if I'm tripping. I don't know, but I'm going to go to another place. I'm going to get a second opinion. I paid $8,500. My health card covered most of that. Honestly, today would have been a very expensive day if I didn't have a health card. Okay, the first place I went to, I only paid $2,100. And then the ultrasound place, I paid how much I paid, babe? At the ultrasound, $1,700 in pay at the ultrasound place. So the rest of it was covered on my health card. So like, yeah, like I'm just happy that I have one. But yeah, guys, let me know if let me know if I am overreacting, or what I said made any type of sense, or if he was trying to do some crazy shit. Name Pines Imaging Center. Do not go there. I do not recommend. 0 to 10, I do not recommend. Uncomfortable. And not even just that, let's talk about the lady at the front desk. The lady at the front desk is like, say, I stand up there. Me and my partner were standing there, right? We came up to her, I'm like, hi. Invisible, Casper, the blood clot goes, because I am not present. I am not there. I was not present. I was not speaking to her, because homegirl was not talking to me. She never acknowledged me. And me and my partner stand up, look at each other like, me take her man, or she know me from somewhere, like, why the fuck she not acknowledge me and me talk to her, like, the fuck? Bitch, I'm not speaking up. So I say, excuse me. The woman still, nah, pay me no mind, and the woman wait until she done. I swear to God. We stand there for about 2 minutes. I swear to God. The woman wait until she finished do what she do. How can I help it? Move your bum back. Hey. Hey. And then I want you guys to understand that my partner is fucking him just as him darker than me. And the whole time I was just looking at him, he was going to fucking give it to her. Cause it's just like, bitch, you know, so with time person bomb talk to you. Like, he was literally about to go off on her, but him knows I'm gonna like share my embarrassment as well. So I'm just there at wallet. But it was just like, the customer service is beyond me. The customer service is just not it. That big up to that nurse lady that was going to assist me. I don't even know her name. She was super nice, but outside of everybody else in there, I'm so sorry. Me go back there, crazy. And like, let me just pause, just interject for a little bit too, because like, I know that, because again, I've done an ultrasound before, so I know that like the area should be like a little bit dim, a little bit dark, you know what I mean? This is my first time actually doing ultrasounds in like, the whole room was lit the fuck up. The light never lock off, not at all, whilst the whole of this ultrasound thing was going on, except when he told me we're going to be doing a vaginal essentially, right? No, when he said we're doing a vaginal, I just want you to picture being in a bright room doing an ultrasound, like the light them on. They're on. They're not dimmed, they're fucking on, okay? And then darkness. When I said darkness, I'm no longer seeing the man that's talking to me, bro. I now see the man, I mean, even if I see me, because me now, but I'm glad to see him. It's dark in that bitch, okay? Dark. The only thing was like the little bit of light coming from the fucking monitor, but it was pitch black in that fucking bitch, okay? So that was again, I've done ultrasounds before. They were done in Canada, but it was fucking dim. You know what is dim? Dim. Not pitch black. Dimmed. All right, so let's talk about that. I honestly felt super uncomfortable. This man was just so unprofessional, coming in talking with food in his mouth, don't have on a glove, but even if him washing before him coming out of the room, the man was just so unprofessional. And outside of him being unprofessional, it was just very uncomfortable to me, because in my brain I'm like, if you did your check, because in order for you to feel like you need to do something, a more thorough check, you would have had to done your job initially to be like, you know what, I'm really nasty. You know, this is very alarming. I think you should do a vaginal. Why would you then double check me? If you had checked me so well enough to even recommend a vaginal check, you're not supposed to check me again. You're supposed to say, yo, mama, I'm not saying nothing, you know. Say, you want to do the vaginal, take up your things and go on and your bum like, yeah, and go pay your period for come. That's what should have happened. Obviously, you wouldn't speak to me like that, but I'm just saying that's what should have happened. Because if you did your job so well to recommend a vaginal check to me, that means your job would have been done already. You don't need to check me again. You understand? So, I don't know. You guys let me know. I spoke to my auntie about the situation, and my auntie said, Aisha, honestly, good thing you follow your man come out of there, because first of all, my auntie said she do enough vaginal check already. And a female, it has to be present in that room. If it's a male person, I go check you. A female have to be bumbleclad present. So, oh yeah, the vaginal check, lights bumbleclad off. Midnight, dark like midnight in there, and no woman was coming inside. You never even make an attempt for call no woman come in there so for come do vaginal check with me. Excuse me, sir. And again, I do. Anybody who has done vaginal checks before, you can sound off in the comments below. I've never done one myself, but bitch, sound off in the comments below and let me know if I'm tripping or what. But I felt so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. Uncomfortable enough to trigger my PTSD from my childhood. Very uncomfortable.
I had a time.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
I'm out.
I'm out.
All right.